Hello students, I am Surabhi Gupta and today we will discuss how to solve some of the basic word problems using multiplication of fractions. In the previous video, I have discussed with you how to do multiplication of fractions. Now in this video, we will discuss using multiplication of fractions how we can solve some of the word problems. If you like this video, kindly like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon. So let's start with the topic. Our first question is, suppose you have given a square field and one side of the square field is given to you. Okay, this is a square field and one side of the square field is given to you. You know that in a square field all the sides are equal. So you have to find out the area. In the question, area of the square field is asked. So we know area of square field is equals to side multiplied by side. This is the formula of area of square. Side multiplied by side. The side is given to you 14 2 by 5 in mixed fraction. But we cannot multiply mixed fractions. So first we convert this mixed fraction into a improper fraction. 5 into 14, 70. 70 plus 2, 72. Also we have discussed that when two fractions are given in this way, that is numerator upon denominator multiplied by numerator upon denominator, then we multiply both the numerators together and in the denominator we multiply both the denominators together. So 72 multiplied by 72 is 5184 and 5 into 5 is 25. And one thing again you have to remember that while doing the question, in the end you have to apply the units. Area is calculated in square units and here it is given meters, so square meters. If it is given in kilometers or it is given in centimeters, you can put square centimeters, square kilometers. Unit is very important. So let's come to the other question. Question number 2. Question number 2. Rama reads one by 3 part of the book in 1 hour. How much part will be read by her in 1 by 5 hours? In 1 hour, she reads 1 by 3 part of the book. Now, one thing in this type of questions you have to consider that while we solve these type of questions, we have to apply unitary method. In unitary method, what we will do? We find the answer of a single unit. And after that, we have to find the answer of essential units asked. So, first we have to find out the answer of a single unit and then we have to find out the answer of the essential unit asked. But in this question, one benefit is given to you that in this, a single unit answer already is known in the question. That is, we have given in 1 hour Rama reads 1 by 3 part. A single unit is given to you. So you have asked in 1 by 5 hours. First we convert this mixed fraction into a improper fraction. 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 1, 11. So in 11 by 5 hours, Rama needs, what we will do? Multiply 1 by 3 multiply by 11 by 5, that is 11 by 15 part she will read in 11 by 5 hours. This is the answer to this question. Come to the next part. Third question. Third question, write down. Renu completed 2 by 3 part of the book in 2 hours. Renu completed 2 by 3 part of the book in 2 hours. So how much part of the book she will read? How much part she will complete in 1 by 4 hours? Again, in this question, what you have to do is, you have to apply unitary method. Okay? Renu completed 2 by 3 part of the book in 2 hours. How much part she will complete in 1 by 4 hours? We know in 2 hours, Renu completed 2 by 3 part. 2 hours, 2 by 3 part. So what we have to apply? Unitary method. We have to find the value of a single unit. In 1 hour, Renu completed 2 by 3 divided by 2. For 1 hour, what you have to do? You have to divide this value by 2 hours. So, when we divide, we convert the divide sign into multiplication and the number after that is get reciprocal. So, the answer will be 1 by 3 for a single unit. Now, we have to find for 1 by 4 hours. First, convert this mixed fraction into a improper fraction. 4 ones are 4 plus 1, 5 by 4 hours. So, in 5 by 4 hours, Renu completed 1 by 3 multiplied by 5 by 4. That is 5 by 12 part of the book she completed it 5 by 4 hours. This is the solution to this problem. Now the next topic we will discuss is reciprocal of fractions. Reciprocal of fractions. We know in a fraction there is a numerator and a denominator. Whenever we write a fraction, there is a numerator and a denominator. Suppose I write 5 by 3. This is the numerator and this is the denominator. When I talk about reciprocal, the numerator is converted into denominator and the denominator is converted into numerator. So the reciprocal of this fraction is 3 by 5. Denominator becomes numerator, numerator becomes denominator. One thing you have to take into consideration is the multiplication of a fraction with its reciprocal is always equal to 1. Whenever we multiply a fraction with a reciprocal, the answer always comes out to be 1. Also, the reciprocal of a fraction is also called as its multiplicative inverse. What is the multiplicative inverse? Whenever we write a fraction, the reciprocal part, this is also known as the reciprocal of this fraction, and it is also known as the multiplicative inverse of this fraction. Okay, so reciprocal, you can call it as a reciprocal of this, you can call it as a multiplicative inverse of this. Now the next part we will discuss is division of fractions. Division of fractions. Division of fractions. In case of division, only one thing you have to consider. That is, suppose there are two fractions a by b divided by c by d. Two fractions are there, and when we have to divide them, convert the division sign into multiplication, and the fraction after that reciprocality, d by c. Only this you have to do in division. Rest part is same as multiplication. Let's take an example. Suppose 2 by 3 divided by 8 by 9. Okay. Now, as I told you, 2 by 3, divide changes into multiply. 8 by 9, we do the reciprocal, 9 by 8. Now, 2 into 9, 3 into 8, 2 9s are 18, 3 8s are 24. Both these numbers comes in the table of 2. 2 9s are 18, 2 12s are 24. Again, both these numbers comes in the table of 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. So the answer is 3 by 4. Okay. You have to reduce every answer which comes. You have to reduce that number to the lowest form. Because if we not reduce the number to the lowest form, then the answer will be considered as incorrect. Because we have to reach to the final lowest value. Okay, so you have to convert the fraction to a lowest term. I hope this topic is clear to you. So thank you very much.